Are pressure cookers those things that can like explode if they're used too high or something? We'll see. Welcome back. We can't go outside yet in our gardens. Mother Nature has her own set of plans. So we are going to stay cozy and warm inside. And I'm going to finally learn how to process chicken broth. And I'm also updating all of my canning supplies. You know, I've been canning for years, but apparently left over, I only had 2 jars left. So that's not enough. So I ran out and I bought a whole bunch of stuff, bought different sizes of jars, and I'm gonna can and process chicken broth today. I don't think it'll be that difficult. Like homemade broth of any kind is always gonna be so much better. You know, normally I use these like bouillon cubes and things, and these work just fine. But apparently they have like just a whole bunch of salt in them, and I have to use at least 2 of them every single time I use them. And it kind of always has that sort of like ramen noodle like fake chicken and beef taste. We're gonna flavor all of our own broth. I roasted a chicken a few days ago and it was really fantastic. So it's already pre-seasoned already, and I've already taken everything I want off of the carcass and used that and cooked it with leftovers. And I have all of it, like the chicken neck, all of these like gizzards that come out of it. I have all of that frozen. So I'm gonna put that in a big pot and we're gonna cook it down and stuff. And I've last year, whenever I used the garden, I pretty much just ate everything as it grew, and I didn't really like can anything. Actually, I don't think I canned anything at all last year. I just ate it, or it just kind of didn't work out the way I wanted it to. But this year, we're gonna go full force, and we're gonna can everything. We're gonna try new things to can as well. And I'm still working on my plan. I'm expanding the garden, which is very exciting this year as well. And expanding means I'm gonna have more food. And specifically, I'm gonna expand like tomatoes. And one thing I'm very excited for that I just got seeds for are beans. And specifically, black beans is what I got this year, and pinto beans. And I got these from Alliance of Native Seed Keepers, indigenous owned farmers. All the money goes back to indigenous farmers, and all of their seed packages were actually just $2 each, so like very affordable. So far, really great company. The only thing they didn't have that I really wanted were like potato and onion starts and stuff. So one thing I really want to do is invest more in stuff long term, especially like with gardening and canning and stuff. I want to buy better products than just basically cheap old stuff that I had laying around. So one of the things that I just got was this pressure cooker canner, and I just went to Walmart and got it, and apparently this thing is like $90, and I didn't realize they were that expensive. But apparently it's like the ideal way to can stuff. It's supposed to be a lot more efficient. So very happy for that. And currently the only pot that I have is just like a normal cooking pot. And I was gonna buy a larger pot, but storage is also another thing that I need to figure out this year, because I don't have a ton of space. So basically, like, you can see back here in the back with all these shelves, I'm going to take a lot of that junk that's just been up there and throw it away and like make more room for stuff. Yeah, and I also have my seeds to get started. I can't wait to do my seeds this year. I got Who knew plastic was so difficult to open? Are pressure cookers those things that can like explode if they're used too high or something? We'll see. I think that's why I never bought one before, is because I didn't want something to explode in my kitchen. But like, we're breaking it all. We're living reckless. Comes with, oh, it's already kind of beat up a little bit. Hey, that's not good. But I guess I'm not gonna really, I'm just gonna boil cans in it for now. So I think it's okay. But it's scuffed up, that's not good. And it's good that you have this, because you're not supposed to put the cans directly on the bottom of the pot. So this kind of gives it like a little barrier. Am I dumb, or do I just not know how to screw stuff on? One moment. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and start the broth and put this bad boy to the side for now. Let's scooch on over here for a second. So this is the only pot that I have. It was a small normal sized chicken. It wasn't a giant turkey. It wasn't a whole lot of other stuff. So I'm just gonna throw everything in here, and I figure I'll bring it to a rolling boil and then set the timer for an hour. And that should be enough. Like, it's already pre-seasoned. There's gonna be fat. There's gonna be all the good stuff in there. I meant to buy extra garlic, but I might just throw in some extra minced garlic that I already have. And I think that should be good enough. She's looking kind of gross, but it's fine. And I cooked my chicken with onions already, but I'm just gonna throw another one in there for good measure. I also have one single carrot left over. We're just gonna throw this guy in here before he like completely goes bad. And I love garlic. I will put garlic in literally anything. So I'm just gonna throw a bunch of this in here. But I have this, I forgot to buy more. This will do. You know, like I said, this chicken already was cooked in a lot of flavor. You know, the chicken was very happy, had a very nice spa day, and now she's gonna sit and just relax for a while, maybe like an hour-ish, maybe longer, it depends on if I forget or not. And then we're gonna test out the pressure cooker. So the broth is already smelling so good. It's almost done. I think I have 5 minutes left maybe until it's finally done. I let it cool down and start the jars. I already have the jars soaking in some soapy water. I threw some vinegar. Okay, so that's done boiling, hold on. And then I'm gonna start the boiling water for the pressure canner. I watched the video on it, seems pretty straightforward. And then you basically boil it, put the jars in like you would anything else, finger tighten them, and you're done. But since I'm gonna try to do hopefully double what I normally do, I'm gonna expand the garden a lot too. I'm gonna need to make sure these are safe and need to make sure that everything is gonna last too. And basically I got, what I'm gonna do with the broth is put everything into 16-ounce jars. I think I shouldn't need more than 6. I don't think so. From what size the pot is, that should be plenty. And I'm gonna put them in basically like this kind of size jar. So it's like pulling it out of your pantry basically. But let's go ahead and get this broth going and see how good it looks. Wow. Well, that was exciting. So I got 3.5 pints total of all of that chicken broth. So not the 6 that I was anticipating, but still pretty decent considering what small it was, and very, very happy with it. I would love to try like a beef broth. I definitely can do vegetable broth, but I really don't eat that much beef, at least not to save a whole bunch of bones with it and stuff, but you never know. Vegetable broth will definitely do really good. So lots of canning, lots of experimenting this season. I definitely have some garden reconstruction to do. I just checked on my sad little carrots, and apparently I planted them like a week before we got very, very cold temperatures, and not a single one of them has germinated. So I'm pretty sure I have to replant those again. So come along on that journey for me to redo everything I just did. So if you like the video, like, subscribe. Let me know what you thought. How on earth can you do any other broths and things like that? You know, I've got my seed starting supplies on the way, so that'll be my next adventure. Have a good day.